2 more days of year 12 left. What? How has this year gone that fast? So, if you didn't know, I have 2 more days of school left for this year. Technically, I should have another week after this one, but that week is going to be full of work experience. 2 days left, and tomorrow I literally only have 2 lessons. Unfortunately, my favourite teacher at school is leaving. So, I'm going to go get what I did for her. Has anyone else been keeping up with this whole Colleen Ballinger situation? Because I keep literally every single video I click on, there's new information. I got the teacher that's leaving. It's like this stress relieving. So you know, like one of these, like these stress things. Basically a human brain. Not actually a human brain, but you know what I mean. It's meant to look like a human brain, like a stress relieving toy. I thought it was great because she loves psychology and she loves the brain. And I also wrote, as I do, because I speak best in written form, or I don't know, non-verbal. Can't say what I feel just speaking. I have to write it down. So I've literally done a little letter. I just feel like, I don't know, letters are so great. Like, if anyone was to ever write me a letter with literally nice things about me on it, that I would cry. That would be the end. I thought I'd just vlog these last 2 days and maybe even some of the weekend, because I don't know, I just feel like I've just got a few more bits I just want to finish off before the end of this year. Yesterday I literally just sat down and thought I want to read again. Literally out of nowhere. It's not like I planned to do it. Out of nowhere I just sat down and started reading it. Like, I feel like it's a little bit cringe, but also really great, but also, I don't know, Normal People. Like, that was really just, I don't know, it felt more mature, and this one feels a little bit more cringy, but I also kind of love it. The thing is with me, I love a bit of cringe. Cringy sitcom, cringy romance story, coming of age story. That, I don't know, I don't know. If it's the right balance, I can deal with it. This is the to-do list. So I've got 4 things. 2 I've already done, kind of. Organise year 12 content for psychology, and then finish M2 for child development. Basically, these are just things that I wanted to have done by this week or next week. As soon as it's the summer holidays, I don't want to have to think about doing too much leftover stuff. Like, finish B1 child development. Some of my personal statement now, and then get back to you on where I'm at. Have beef with you, Cass. Like, why are you making me fit it into 4,000 characters? Like, give me 100 more. Come on, you Cass. I can't do this. It is Wednesday. Forgot to film at school today. Very sorry. You know, like, how I'm feeling about it being the end of year 12. I kind of love this year. Like, in a weird way, I love this year. It didn't have the stress of year 11. But it was better than year 11 because a comfortable sized class. Like, I think this year was one of the best years I've had in a while. And I'm going to be sad to kind of leave this point behind, because I know year 13 is going to be stress. And I know I will be able to deal with it if I keep up the organisation. I had my 3rd driving lesson today, so I've had 6 hours in total. Went so well. Like, the first lesson I ever had was a bit stressful. Like, I kept overthinking, basically. Second lesson, I loved that lesson because we were going around my hometown. We were just driving I was just driving along, and it was just so good. Like, I don't know, I just felt so in control. 3rd lesson today, I went to another area near me, which I don't know as well. So it was a little bit more busy as well, because my hometown's a little bit quieter than the rest of the places near me. But it was a little bit busier, a little bit of a school rush going on. Quite a few buses I had to get past, and it was a bit stressful, but I think I dealt with it quite well. There wasn't a point where I thought, oh my god, don't think I can do this. But I didn't feel like that. I felt ready to take anything on.
Oh my god. My elbow as well. I literally hit it and I'll walk out the toilet.
I'm home now. Stay at school, but not really, because me and my friend Lily asked to help out at the sports day. So we were talking to a teacher that, like, obviously we like, and she was saying about, like, the teachers that are going to be in the race. So we, like, really wanted to go watch. So we asked one of our sixth form people, can we, like, help out? Being at about 12 o'clock into school. And then we're going to be there until, like, obviously the sports day finishes. Day was actually really good. Like, I think it was a good end. But my last lessons today, like, they were all just so good. And I just felt happy. And I won my psychology Kahoot. So I was very under pressure because I thought, like, I need to do good because I've been getting, like, A's. So, like, I need to do good on a Kahoot. Like, imagine I couldn't do a Kahoot. And at first I was a bit panicked. I was thinking, oh my god, like I got like 2 wrong or something. But then I won in the end, and I got to choose. So everyone on the podium got chocolates. So I got chocolate buttons because I'm basic. But yeah, really nice. And I feel really sad because teacher's going. I'll see her tomorrow because obviously we're helping out and loads of teachers are going to be there. But it's just so sad. Next year, oh, guys, don't even. So we kind of saw what my next year timetable would look like a rough guideline. I'm not taking this as the truth because I simply, 1, refuse to accept it, and number 2, like, it's not finished. So it might not be this. But I've seen the rough outline of what my timetable next year would be like. No. It's awful. My timetable this year, perfect. Like, it's actually so good. No, it's so, like, I literally know it like the back of my hand. Like, I know this timetable perfect. It's good. And like, one thing that was good is that our private studies will literally be our year only and not with some other people, which might annoy me. But normally I have a Wednesday afternoon free because that's when I do my driving lessons. Could still do with this situation, but it'll just be harder. They decided that they'd put 2 lessons, so period 1, period 2, and then a whole 3-hour gap to have health and social 5th. Someone's got to change that. So I just looked in my bag because I'm going to do a proper, like, unpack my bag with me. I was just going to go get the chocolates I won, which are melted. I saw my bottle was open. Oh my god, it's on none of my pages that I've actually used. Oh, we're alright. I'm also going to talk about this. Love hypothesis. I am page 128. See, that's where I am. Still got this left. It's quite a lot, but like, it's kind of quite far in. It isn't the best book I've ever read. When I started it, I feel like I was in more of like a, I don't know, in a phase where I would have enjoyed it a lot more. Like, I don't know, anything that I find cringe now, I wouldn't have found cringe like back then, and I would have like been like, oh my god, like, what's his name? I was gonna call him Ryle, but that's the guy from Colleen Hoover. Adam. I'd be like, oh, Adam, but like now reading it, it's kind of just a bit like cringe in some ways that I can't deal with. And I don't really like, and I know it's a science like thing, the love hypothesis, but the way that she's trying to incorporate all these science stuff in, it sounds too forced for me. And the thing is, I never liked science, and I don't I won't get all of these references, but it's the way that it's added in. It's not even like, oh, it's just because I don't know, I don't get it. It's just the way it's added in seems a bit not great. It's like you're trying to use scientific stuff as a metaphor for her love. It works in a lot of ways, but it also does not work in some ways, and you've got to be very careful about that. And I feel like, obviously, this is just a love story, and I do like the concept. I think it's interesting, but also creepy in a way. I had to search how old she was and how old he was. I was a little bit scared because when I was reading, obviously I don't know a lot about universities and stuff like that. When I was reading, it made it seem like there was an absolutely humongous age gap. I think there was literally about 10 years. He's like 30 something and she's like 24. But I was really, scared. It's not my favourite book, but it's interesting enough that I can read it. Sorry to all the Love Hypothesis stands out there. My opinion could change easily. But I feel like when I got these books, I literally got them about 2 years ago. And I didn't read it, or maybe a little bit less than that. And I haven't read it yet. So I feel like back then I was in more of like a place where I'd enjoy it a lot more than I am right now. But I think it's good. Like, don't get me wrong, it's good. I'm in no place to judge. But yeah, it's alright. This was my timetable from this year. And I just thought, I'm not going to need that anymore. Sorry, and ignore the mascara smudge. I'm not going to need that anymore. So I can literally just wipe it off. I don't think I can. Oh my god. I can do it. I'm going to go for it. I find this so satisfying though, I can't even lie. So, let me just... It's literally permanent. But I can actually get it off with some spray. Luckily. I am going to unpack my bag. But I thought I'd just, as I'm doing this, as I'm taking off my makeup and trying to relax for the evening, I'm really excited for tomorrow. Like, something about me is that, like, I don't even mind school. I just think, like, lessons sometimes can get a bit stressful. I think this year has been one of my favourite years, as I've said before. Like, it was such a good year. And next year's not going to be as good, and I just know it because, you know, good people are going. Everything's going to change, and I know I'll get used to it, and I know that, and it'll be fine, but it's just never going to be the same, which, you know the quote from The Office that Andy says right near the end, and it's like, I wish there was a way of knowing you're in the good old days before you've left them, and I feel like I kind of knew that this last couple of weeks, that this is a point in my life that I'm gonna wish I could go back to. Pick my bag up. So as you know, as I've showed you guys, this is the bag that I used for school this year. I went to get a Costa with Amy today as well. I don't know if I told you. Went to get a Costa. It was really nice and just great seeing her again because I haven't seen her in so long. So in my bag we have an umbrella because I thought it was gonna rain today. It's a nice one from Primark. Also got my pencil case, which I will just put down there. I'll have to organise my whole room, do a deep clean. My blazer. Oh my god, what is that? Oh my god. It was a bit of the chocolate wrapper, which came off, apparently. No, don't go on the floor. These pockets, let's have a look. So today I actually used this, so I've got a bit of change in here. So, let's count. £1.85. Which is lovely. I'm going to leave this in here because I'm going to be using the same bag. From what I know, I'll be using the same bag. Got this little mirror, which is my essential. I think I'm going to... I don't know whether to take everything... I found my timetable from this year. I'm keeping that forever. I'm a hoarder when it comes to, like, memorable things. This. My little drawing of a bin. In the front one, let's see what we've got. Let's see what we've got. A nail file. Do you know what? A lot of this can actually just stay in here because I do believe I'm going to be using this bag. And if not, like, I'll be able to watch this video back and figure out what's actually still in here. I want to take my keys out. Hairbrush and a spray. Do you know what? I think I'm going to leave them in there. This sideline, I have... Sideline? I was thinking of a Phoebe Bridgers song. Got my headphones. Need them. A Lindor, which I've got to eat. 1 mint which I'm going to have now. Finished. And a tissue. Not used, by the way. And then I've got my retainer pot. And in the back pocket, I've got a couple scrap pieces of paper. But other than that, bag is empty. A past. Oh, this was a question that I got. The last thing Miss Teacher at my school that I'm not going to name. The last thing the teacher at my school marked for me. And then I've got some drawings I did. You know when you do a squiggle when you like do the drawing? That's where they've come from. I've just finished editing all these clips and honestly, I can't believe that year 12 is over. I know I've said this so much throughout this video, but it's just crazy to me. Next year is going to be a lot of stress, but I'm also quite excited to see what happens. Next year is also going to be, there's going to be loads of content of me revising and stuff like that. Please let me know in the comments if there's any videos that you want to see over the summer holidays. I am planning to do some sixth form advice videos just to kind of help people, you know, get settled and ready for starting year 12 or college for that matter. And also some more advice videos for like year 11s and year 7s and stuff like that. So if that's going to affect you, stay tuned. If not, there'll just be loads of like lifestyle videos and just vlogs and whatever that you will all enjoy, hopefully. But yeah, thank you all for watching. Check the description for any information that you would need to know, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!